What is going on, y'all? My name is Tony Shen. I'm back with another FL Studio stock plugin tutorial of today's most popular hip hop artists. If you're new to this channel, this is basically a series where I make beats only using stock plugins or other very easily accessible free sounds that I have either linked below or just out on the open web for free for anyone to use. For those of you who are not new to the channel, I know it's been a while since I posted the last video. It's just been hard for me to make content and music at the same time with like my living situation and work, but I'm at a much better place now where I'm able to commit more time to making content for YouTube. So appreciate all your support along the way. Per today's video title, we are going to be making a Central Cee UK Drill type beat, Central Cee X Dave, whatever. Again, it's be only using stock plugins, so everything that you see that I have, you also have access to. So let's get straight into it. First, I was thinking about starting with some like dark keys. Oh, actually, before that, let's set the tempo. Let's do like a little bit slower, maybe like 135 to 140 range. BPM wise, not too fast, not too slow. Yeah, let's start with some type of like E piano keys. Let's pull up Flex. I have like the most basic version of FL Studio, so like half of the stock plugins that come with are like trial versions anyways, but since Flex worked for me, I'm assuming it works for everyone else, but let me know if you guys have trouble opening Flex. But I like it because it's just like a big library of sounds that you can choose from. So if you go to like all right, and then there's like free sounds that you can like download, just that come straight with the plugin. If you just search like keys, for example, let's look for like a electric piano. Ha. All right. Oh, that's high. Oh. Low, low. Is that major seventh or minor seventh? Low D minor seventh. Right? Is that a minor seventh? Minor ninth? Just thinking like you know like a half step chord type melody. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, for the second half, just added a little bit of like movement along the bass note, just to create a little bit of movement in the melody. Now you hear how like every note strikes at the same time. Sounds kind of like computery, digitalized. Let's offset the timing a little bit. Option S or Alt S if you're on Windows. I'm on Mac, so I have the Option button instead of Alt. You can do is drag this little thing right here. It kind of makes like a strum. Let's accept that. Another optional step that I think I like doing because it kind of like makes the melody a little bit more interesting is if you hit Option R or Alt R if you're on Windows, you could offset the panning a little bit to like make it sound a little bit more stereo. Then you can also offset the velocity so that it's not hitting the same exact way. Basically, just like a randomizer tool that makes things not as computery and predictable. A little dark. Listen to a few Central Cee songs. I noticed that he does like guitar melodies. So pull up Flex again. Look for like an electric guitar type guitar. Let's go to all. Let's see, jazz guitar, guitar fret noise, electric guitar clean. Yep, yep. Let's do it. Kind of just like a top melody, and all I'm doing is kind of just following along with the chords. Oh, see for the other melody, you see how like that's extending past that pattern. Let me just cut out the end real quick using the snip tool. Just hold the shift button and then you can cut straight down, delete, get rid of that excess tail. Okay, I like this melody, but let's see what it sounds like pitch up an octave. So all you have to do is press Command up. Yeah, I do like the way it sounds pitched up an octave. It doesn't really sound like a guitar, but it does kind of like sound a little more like a synth bell in my opinion. Let's kind of change the velocity a little bit to give it a little bit more direction in terms of like the expression of the sound. I want to make these notes a little bit softer because it's kind of like it's like a call and response, right? Like a big call, like bom 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 bom. Okay. I like the way this is going. Let's add these to the mixer. All you have to do is select these two channels and then Command Shift L or Control Shift L if you're on Windows. And then first I do want to like make this a little softer. And then let's go to this electric guitar. Electric guitar. I want to kind of get rid of some of the mids a little bit and just kind of like keep it in the high mid / like treble region. So add a little bit of fruity delay. If you're not fruity delay 2 or 3, you can use fruity delay 2. I just like fruity delay 3 because 3 is higher than 2. I want to kind of make it sound like back and forth, so I'm gonna make it like give it the ping pong effect. So I'm gonna turn down the level and the feedback a little bit, and then the wetness is just like how mixed the delay is with like the dry sound, like the original sound. Actually, I can turn this level up a little. Nice. That sounds like a bell, right? Like the context of the entire melody. Um, Last thing, maybe I want to add like a little lead, like a lead melody. So let's look at GMS. This is the very first synth I've ever used in FL Studio, so brings me back memories. Let's look for a lead sound. Oh. Kind of West Coasty, right? Like a DJ Mustard type. Very DJ Mustardy. That's pretty cool. Oh. Okay, I know this sounds kind of rough right now, but we're gonna do a little bit of stuff to the sound. I promise it's gonna sound a little bit smoother. First, I'm gonna filter out some of the treble. It's way too harsh. It sounds like you're at like a wood processing plant with the saws going on. Like it's way too much treble. Let's turn it down a little bit. Inside a little bit of reverb. And turn down the output a little bit. There we go. Okay, now let's start on the bass line. For 808 sounds, you guys can click the link in the description below for my drum kits, Tony Shen Slap Packs Volume 1 through 3. They're all free to download. All you have to do is click the link below so you have access to the same sounds that I do. Let's have like a drill specific 808 in there for the bass line. First thing you want to do when it comes to 808s is you want to make sure that like it's in the right key. So what you can do is Command E and then detect pitch regions. So right now we know that this sound is a C note, right? So you just want to make sure that in your sampler that it's the correct note is highlighted as C. So if this had like D, you would want to right click on the D key, but in this case in the key of C, so let's revert back to the C key. And then the other thing I like to do is give a little bit more control over the sound, so you can like enable this envelope. And then if you turn, hold, decay, sustain, and release all the way down, and turn hold all the way up, whenever you release the note, it also releases. So you have a little bit more control over how like over the shape of the sound. So now let's start our bass melody. You can just follow the bass note of the chord. Typically, that's a pretty foolproof way of starting a bass line. Boom, 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 boom. So as you can see, I'm basically just creating notes that are in the same key as the chords. So and then another thing you can do with like drill bass lines is you can do like the little slide thingies. So to do a slide, just uh like create a note that the slide is going to start from, and then move this here, and then double click. I think it's this, yeah, slide to C. Yeah. I wonder what it sounds like pitched up. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Slide note here. You know that pattern? Yeah. All right, let's just record that in. To record it in, sometimes I like doing drums, like instead of just like programming it to the step sequencer, like just like doing stuff like that. Oh, whoops. Like I like to record it in. So if you press the Q key, it's the same as pressing your C5. So typically like notes are by default tuned to C5. If you hit your Q key on your keyboard and make sure that this is on, you're basically playing the note as the way it sounds like originally. So you can use that as kind of like an MPC to record. Just turn your metronome on and then hit notes and automation, and when you hit space, it's going to record. 2, 3. Okay, let's Command Q to quantize it to the grid because I clearly messed up my timing. I'm gonna use this as like the actual like snare. So, oops. Let's just copy this. To copy, just hold Shift and then drag. Let's copy this. Let's do our kick. I do have a drill style kick and Tony Shen Slapback Volume 3, so y'all feel free to check it out. Okay, yeah, just kind of like following some of like the snare, and then just some of like the groove, like a typical drill groove. Is that our hi-hat? You know that typical drill, like groovy hi-hat? It's like a little bit of syncopation. Let's copy this. For this, I want to turn down the velocity a little bit to kind of make it sound like a ghost note. We can do a little roll. To do rolls in FL Studio is really easy. All you have to do is select the right grid. So let's do half a step and then Command U or Control U if you're on Windows. And last but not least, let's add an open hat. It's like a chill, you know, subtle on the one. Okay, I think that's all the melodies and patterns that we need. Let's just arrange this now. All you have to do is paint that pattern onto your playlist and then right click, split by channel, and then kind of quick way to have them all laid out is just Control Shift highlight all those patterns here and then drag them across here. Start with probably just like the keys. Maybe with the one more thing before we actually start arranging. Let's make sure that all the sounds are leveled properly. So let's add the rest of the sounds to the mixer. Again, Command Shift L. Yeah, that hi-hat was way too loud, and same with the open hat, and with these snares as well. Cool. Okay, now let's arrange. For here, we can cut out like everything else except for the melody. So a little bit of silence before. Here we can take out the 808. So that's the beat, guys. I'm going to demo the beat from start to end. But before I demo the beat, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Help me get to 10K subscribers. We're at like 6 point something K, but let's help me push it to the 10K mark. We really appreciate all your support so far. So make sure to hit the like button, drop a comment on what you guys want to hear next. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Here's the beat.